You're a nurse practitioner and you literally go to work with your lashes all the way out to here in a face full of glam like you're getting ready to go to the nightclub. Nails all the way out to here. Cut out the ghetto antics. I hate to say it, but it's ghetto. It really is.
What's up, YouTube? I hope you guys are doing so good. If you're new to my channel, I am so gifted. Back with another video, dropping gems and bringing light to the conversation you didn't even know you needed. So a nurse practitioner is going viral right now on TikTok for some comments that she made about professionalism in the workplace. She said that she is tired of ghetto providers showing up to work with long eyelashes and a full face of makeup. I have the video here, so we're going to watch what she has to say, and then I'll come back with my little 2 pennies.
That for the people who are representing as nurse practitioners, I cannot stand the fact that I'm seeing ghetto providers all over social media watering down any respect that the nurse practitioner profession has, and that's why a lot of nurse practitioners are getting upset. It's one thing to still be learning because you're a novice, you're still within your first couple of years as a nurse practitioner. It's another for you to have the audacity to go on the internet, talk about being a nurse practitioner, and you are literally going into work with lashes out to here, face in full glam like you're about to go to the club, wearing nails out to here while you're treating patients. It is absurd. I have not seen this with any other profession, like any other medical profession with an advanced degree doing this. I don't see it with pharmacists. I don't see it with psychologists, counselors, physicians, MDs, DOs. I'm not seeing it anywhere else. It's only with the nursing. And I'm like, what is this? I literally was on a Teams call for a hospice company I've been working with, and one of the nurse practitioners came on with a tank top and her breasts hanging out. So unprofessional, so embarrassing. And I'm like, this is why some physicians don't respect nurse practitioners. I don't respect you. I don't even care what your title is. I will not respect you in a professional setting if you don't even know how to dress. Dress includes your makeup, the long eyelashes, the crazy nails. That is unprofessional. I'm sorry. It just is. And I think that because there's so many hybrid programs online, these nurses and nurse practitioners are not learning about professionalism because the teacher is behind a computer. I remember one day I was running late to my clinical rotation, and so I didn't iron my coat. And my preceptor was like, she roasted me. And I was a little upset, because I was like, I'm working and I rushed here and I was under a lot of stress already. The last thing I cared about was my coat being ironed. Okay, I didn't think it looked that bad. But she made it very known to me not to ever come to her clinic without my coat being pressed, my white coat. And I appreciate her doing that because that is something I needed to know. Because when we are practicing, we are representing our profession. So I need all of these nurse practitioner students out here flaunting, so happy that they're entering into nursing. I'm happy for you too, but I need you all to do a better job of how you're representing us and cut out the ghetto antics. I hate to say it, but it's ghetto. It literally is. So if you need to Google professionalism, what does workplace attire look like, business casual, whatever it is that you need to research, I need you all to do that. Thank you.
Child, not her telling us to Google what professionalism looks like. Like Google is not going to pop up a bunch of Eurocentric bias-filled images of what's acceptable. If I type in professional nurse right now, you know what I'm going to see? I'm probably going to see something like wear your badge, scrubs, a stethoscope, maybe some personal protective equipment, some goggles. It's going to be something like that. I'm not going to see a list banning black girl aesthetics because this is exactly what she's describing. If a white woman walks in with neon hair and sleeve tattoos, she's considered like edgy and bold. If a Muslim woman wears hijab, she's respected for her faith. But when a black woman comes in with full lashes and long nails or acrylics and a beat face, it's considered unprofessional. This is our culture and our style, and it's so annoying because it's always deemed as ghetto or inappropriate or unprofessional for the workplace. Unless someone else decides that they want to appropriate it, then it becomes unique and trendy and stylish. So let's go ahead and get into what some of these creators who are also medical professionals had to say in response to this video.
God forbid a nurse put on a little foundation, a little concealer, a little mascara on her way to work, a little gloss. Don't mind my chemical peel, but I just joined this discussion about a young lady, and I'm really not trying to be disrespectful. I really cannot tell if she is a black or brown woman, but basically came on here and made a video about her being tired of nurses and nurse practitioners not looking professional, looking ghetto, having lashes, God forbid. I think y'all are losing the plot. It's like whenever something is going on in America nowadays, it's like, let's see who we can blame. And I guess now, again, it's the blacks. All I'm going to say about this video is this. It was really interesting the characteristics that she used to specifically say were unprofessional. Characteristics that are tied to black and brown women. What's wrong with someone coming to work actually looking like they want to be there?
Hi guys, so I'm here on this lovely Saturday on my day off minding my business, and then I scroll across the Wellness MP7's video about how she thinks RNs, MPs, how wearing lashes and a full glam makes you unprofessional. Now, that's not the only thing that she said in her video, okay? I watched her full video, and there are a lot of things that I agree with, but there are also a lot of things that I disagree with strongly. So for example, she mentioned how she was on a call for a hospice company, and how one of the MPs came on and she had all of her cleavage out, was wearing a little itty bitty tank top, and I agree, that is unprofessional. That MP should have wore a top that covers her breast or some scrubs, because you should not be on a call discussing client care like that. But I don't like how she mentioned that eyelashes and makeup, how it's unprofessional. I just want to know, what look is professional for nursing? I feel like as long as I am put together, my uniform is neat, I'm clean, I don't have any foul odors coming from me, and I look well and comforting to my patients, that the fact that I have eyelashes or makeup should not matter. Since when did nursing become a profession where you can't look good? Why is it that since you're taking care of other people, you have to look a mess and you can't hold yourself together? Like me, these eyelash extensions, it's not going to change my level of professionalism. These eyelash extensions are not going to make me late to work. They're not going to make me mistreat a patient. They're not going to make me click off on doctor's orders that I did not do. It's not going to make me not treat my patient well, skip wound care, none of that. Just because I have on an eyelash does not mean I am an unprofessional nurse, and does not mean that I do not value my job.
So nurse got on here and asked to bring back professionalism because she was tired of seeing nurses and nurse practitioners with lashes and full face beat. And I just had to put in my 2 cents because I'm in healthcare as well, and I call it beauty shaming. I remember a dentist was basically made a comment about my lashes when I made an educational video about your health history and the dentist. Like, what did my lashes have anything to do with what I said? And then when I was in dental school, people would be like, oh, I don't got time to put on my makeup. And I'm like, okay, well, I chose to wake up a little early to do my makeup and feel good, and you didn't. So what? I definitely have toned down what I wear every day to just concealer, lashes, and eyebrows. One thing I will not give up is putting my lashes on every day. Hell, I returned some loops because it bothered my lashes. I'm a believer in you look good, you feel good, and you do good work. So if someone wants to put a little extra effort in how they look, mind your own business. You ain't gotta say anything. How does it affect you?
Exactly. How does it affect her? And she didn't mention how nurses or nurse practitioners come inside the workplace looking a mess. She's talking about women with a beat face, long lashes, and nails who keep up with themselves and how they look, come to work looking good. I don't understand how this affects patient care. She's not mentioning how there are nurses and doctors who come in the workplace dirty. And I know this as a patient and also a professional in the medical field. Some of these nurses be coming up in there wrinkled. Like she went in one day. They come in there, they got dog hair all over their clothes. Their hair is shedding all over their back. Sometimes it seems like they don't brush their teeth. Hair is all over their heads. It looks like they just rolled out of bed and came to work. Now, I understand nurses are overworked and, this profession is really hard. But why are you calling out the people who are making an effort to come in looking good? Why aren't you calling out the people who's coming into work looking like a hot disaster? Those are the people who are giving you a bad name, not the people who are coming in looking good. That doesn't make any sense at all. So you mean to tell me you draw the line at lashes and makeup? That's what's unprofessional to you? Okay, girl.
I just feel like we're the only race where we always got to bring each other down. I swear these spaces, MP provider roles didn't get ghetto until I seen more black women acquiring it. I swear we're the only people that have to constantly bring each other down, because I've heard people say little things like this and I know what you mean by that. What do you mean? What's ghetto about wearing a full face of makeup and lashes? Any race can do that. Black, white, green, pink. I've seen unprofessionalism in many different people. That's just professionalism is across all boards, all races. So I don't understand, how is that ghetto, or what do you, I feel like you're trying to say something else in what you're saying, and I hate when people mix a little bit of truth with something, and it just becomes really dangerous rhetoric, because like y'all are pushing this idea, and I swear I haven't seen it until I've seen more black women doing it. Like, yes, now that black women are in these provider worlds, of course she has her hair done, of course she has her lashes done. What's ghetto about that?
And she told no lies. She is speaking all facts. You know what? It's funny how this conversation about professionalism didn't exist until Black Americans started dominating the medical field and medical spaces. Like, we've always been here, of course, but now that we're dominating the field, we're confident and we're unapologetically ourselves, suddenly folks are more focused on our lashes and our appearance than our licenses and our capabilities. It's very annoying, and this is facts. And I don't know where you guys are from in the country. I don't know if you're living outside of the country, but everybody in America knows that we are constantly pushing our people to get into the medical field because we need those doctors and those, psychiatrists and pharmacists or whatever to represent the Black culture, because historically, Black people have been treated like crap in the medical field. And when it comes to patient care, and we all know that is facts, that can be Googled for sure. So now that we're here, now that we're doing our damn thing, now it's a problem and our appearance is unprofessional.
A non-black woman with jet black eyebrows that looked like she ignored the timer to wipe the henna off her eyebrow, so now it is stained, came on the internet and decided to critique the appearance of women in healthcare. The thing about it is that she wants you to believe that it was a generalized statement that she was making. However, the people that she described was oddly specific. It was oddly familiar. Time and time again, Black women thrive, and it bothers people. It bothers people so bad because we were never supposed to be on the same level as them, let alone surpass them. Get yourself together when you wake up in the morning, not looking like you roll out of bed, wearing lashes, makeup, and nails does not stop you from doing your job effectively. But the fact of the matter is that you are so triggered by the women who put themselves together that is stopping you from being able to function, and that sounds like a you problem. The Black woman has always been in fields that the world thought we didn't have access to. It might not have been many of us, but it was us. We was there. And now you get a front row seat with social media, and you realize that we're not only on the same level as you, we're surpassing you. So now, what else can they do to drag us down? They start picking at our physical appearance. We're telling you how to put your best foot forward, because when you look good, you feel good, and most importantly, they don't want you to feel good. You don't have to look like what you've been through, but they want you to look like what you've been through. I swear to God, a brown angel falls from heaven every single time you let them win.
Sis did not hold back. She went in and she spoke nothing but facts. And I really agree with everything that she's saying. The power of social media is so great because we really get a front row seat of what's really happening across the world and across the country. Now, normally people may think that Black people, African American people, do not dominate these spaces because sometimes it's very hard to get a Black doctor, but we're out here and we're dominating and we're really killing the game. And I'm so proud of us, And we are so needed in the medical field because historically, and this is facts, and this can be Googled, historically, Black people have been treated like crap in this country, and we have to advocate for ourselves. We've been treated like crap in every aspect of this country, especially patient care. So for us to be in the field like this, dominating and really doing our thing, it should be something that is celebrated and encouraged, not something that is picked apart to try to diminish somebody. You know what I'm saying?
To that nurse, they said that it was ghetto for women to have lashes and nails at work that internet is now trying to backpedal and say that you mean that they shouldn't have nails in the healthcare scene. You didn't just mention nails in your original video, and you did not just say that. If you would have just said, no, it's nasty for people to have nails in healthcare, then everybody would have understood. But you specifically said nails and lashes. You was talking about how people come to work all done up and stuff, and you were saying that was unprofessional, and then you specifically used the word ghetto, and you knew what people think when they think of the word ghetto. They think of black people. Stop being fucking dense. What's unprofessional is you getting on the internet knowing that you're a nurse practitioner making a video like that. And what should have been your response was not you trying to backpedal or not you trying to compensate for what the fuck you said. It should have been a simple apology. Because a real review would be somebody on the internet like myself saying that we wouldn't even trust you to be our nurse because you most likely would see the person that you described up in that video and be prejudiced towards them or discriminate towards them all because you feel like something that they're doing is ghetto.
See, I really want that nurse practitioner to explain how wearing makeup and lashes somehow takes away years of education, training, and experience in the medical field. Because, like, I 100% get the nail thing. Like, you should not have no long-ass fake nails when you're trying to treat patients. But then what's wrong with makeup? Like, God forbid a girl want to look good when she goes to work. Because, like, in the video she made, she was eating until she said the word ghetto. Like, I have makeup and lashes on right now, and I don't think I look ghetto. And even though I'm not going into the nurse practitioner field, I'm still going into healthcare, and I don't think it would be any issue if I showed up to work looking like this. And as a matter of fact, I worked in a clinic last summer and makeup was on every single day. Now lashes, that was like a once in a blue moon type of thing just because I didn't have time in the morning, but my patients didn't have an issue and my boss didn't have an issue. Like, honestly, that girl has to work with a bad bitch that she's jealous of, and so that's why she made the video pretty much calling out anybody that shows up to work looking like her, because there's literally nothing wrong with wearing makeup and lashes. And then honestly, if I were to go to work and my boss were to pull me in and tell me, hey, the makeup, the lashes, very ghetto, very unprofessional, you cannot show up to work looking like that anymore. I'm like, okay, cool. I guess I won't be showing up to work anymore. I guess I'll have to get another job. Because, like, working in healthcare is already hard enough, and you're telling me I can't do the one thing that makes me feel a bit more confident and ready to go to work. So yeah, I hate to be blunt, but I think that girl needs to keep her racist and discriminatory comments to herself.
Again, no lies told, and very well said. These nurses or these medical professionals that I just played, they all spoke truth. But now let's go ahead and get into the Wellness MP's response to all the backlash, because she did give somewhat of an apology.
Okay, y'all, it's too early for this. It's a Saturday. It's the Sabbath. If anyone was offended by me using the word ghetto, I apologize. That's just how I talk. But no, it wasn't directed towards one specific race. Actually, the person I was talking about who had her breast out was not black. So, and I was trying to leave race out of it, but I understand that ghetto has undertones to some people. My eyebrows look crazy. I just woke up. So, but for the roasting, y'all making fun of my eyebrows, the nail thing, like, I'm not contracting right now. I'm not providing patient care. So I never said I don't like full glam. I love a beat face. I love nice nails, all the things. I just said it's not professional. I don't think you should do this in the workplace. I would never wear these nails when I'm seeing patients. I just wouldn't. And I actually usually don't wear them this long. This is something different for me. I just did it because I was on vacation last week and I wanted to wear long nails. So just correction to everyone. And also for the people, someone, I think Rhonda F&P or somebody, she keeps saying stuff about I'm not black or I'm conveniently black. And I'm like, since when is being black convenient? But okay, whatever. Like, I'm not going to argue about my race to people I don't know. And also that kind of, sweetie, that in itself is racist, to tell someone what race they are, but whatever. I love my profession. I'm not talking about in your personal life, express yourself 1,000%, but I do think it should be toned down just a little bit when you're in the workplace. And I know that, there's a lot of controversy with what is professional, because for a long time, if you Googled what's unprofessional hairstyles, it would come up with, like, if you Google it, come up with a bunch of black natural hairstyles. And I don't agree with that type of stuff. So this is what I'm saying is not coming from a place of ignorance. It's coming from a place of, I want us to represent our profession at its best, and you can do full glam in a professional way. So maybe I should have been more clear when I said that. When I'm saying full glam with the long eyelashes, I'm literally talking about, like, the crazy, y'all know what I'm talking about. Stop playing with me. Come on, stop playing with me.
Okay, girl, so she's definitely backtracking. She could have said this in her first video. You record these TikTok videos and you upload them. You have time to edit them. You have time to revise what you've said. I revised what I said several times making this video just to make sure I'm not offending anybody. She could have done that. And then in her video, right now she's saying, I just think that it needs to be toned down. She could have said that in her video. She could have initially said, I think that it could be toned down. And I do agree with her to an extent when it comes to the nails. If you have super duper long nails and you're an RN or you're a doctor, I do think that that may affect patient care because of, sanitary. But, the girls who wear long nails, they're like, we know how to clean them. We know how to work with them. But when it comes to saving a life, being in a hurry, doing CPR, I don't want to say that people with long nails can't do that because I don't know. But at the same time, I would think that that can kind of hinder you if you're trying to save a life and everything that goes into doing injections, blood draws, IVs, maybe doing a tracheotomy, maybe doing an intubation. Long nails could probably get in the way. And if long nails and lashes and makeup is not included in the dress code, then why not do you and wear what you want to wear as long as you're able to take care of these patients? And then I don't like how she tried to mention, oh, well, people don't know I'm half black. Baby girl, you're racially ambiguous. And a lot of people wouldn't know that you were half black or anything unless you told somebody. So don't even try to play that, I'm half black game because you know the reason why you said that is because you knew you were talking about black women when you said ghetto. So now you're trying to say, well, I didn't mean it like that because I'm black. I can call that out. No, you said what you said. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to play another video that she did. She made several videos. I'm going to play this next video for you guys.
Oh my gosh, I'm getting more comments about people saying what I meant and what I'm implying. Okay, first of all, women do this weird thing where they try to make up and add on to like what someone said. And what I said is what I said. Thank you, Nini.
Y'all, the switch up is real. You cannot make this shit up. This is hilarious. So y'all notice how in the previous video, she's all prim and professional, all clinically ready and textbook provider. And now that the backlash is happening, she all, hey boo, with the hand gestures and the I said what I said. And then she want to reference Nene Leakes. Girl. Now, I don't know if this is her actual personality, but from the videos that I previously saw on her page that I cared to watch, she was not acting like, thank you, Nene, and I said what I said, and I'm not playing with y'all. She was not doing none of that. Maybe she does on her other TikToks, I'm not sure, but yeah, try again.
Okay, and what I said is what I meant, and so there's no implications behind it, and honestly, just one thing, I'm gonna mess y'all's brains up. One thing that you all can do for me is just pretend I didn't say ghetto, because I forgot that a lot of people think I'm not black. And depending where I am, depending on the situation that I'm in, I have to be mindful of others' perception of me being biracial. But that's a whole other conversation, and that's not what I'm here for. But just pretend I said tacky, and then y'all can stop coming for me. I'm actually like a really good provider, and I don't judge my patients and I don't judge people. I'm actually like the least judgmental person ever, but I do protect my profession and I do believe in professionalism, and I don't think people understand what professionalism is and they're taking it personally, and it's nothing personal. It's just a reality of the world, and I stand by what I said, and we need to represent ourselves in the best way possible. And no, I'm not saying that other professions don't represent themselves unprofessionally. I just see it more in the nursing profession. Y'all, if y'all want to make it about race, make it about race, but it ain't about race. That's not what I was saying at all. It's kind of annoying, actually.
Now that she's receiving backlash, she's saying that it's not about race. But let's be honest, when you start describing aesthetics that are specifically associated with black women, it absolutely becomes about race. You weren't just talking about makeup, you were targeting a culture. And you knew exactly who you were talking about. It was totally clear, especially when you said ghetto and described the aesthetics. But that is just my opinion on this subject. I don't know, y'all. Do y'all think I'm tripping, or was the shade loud and clear? But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to drop your city, your state, your location. I want to know where in the world this video reaches, and let's chop it up in the comment section down below. All right, y'all. I'll check y'all in the next video. Peace.